I'm Dan Galusha, and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today we're going to be back with some quiet ammo, like we've been doing, but this is a little bit different. We're also going to be back with a pellet. We're going to compare the straight Colibri, which we tried here a while back and showed how quiet it is. And there it is, the box of Colibri. We're going to put a round in there, and we're going to put in some Sig Sauer pellets, one pellet, into the Umarex NXG. Pump it up 4 times so it's just about the same velocity as the one that we're going to be putting in my old Remington here. And that's what we used before, and that's why we're going to be using it again. It's a single shot, of course, and it's empty, as you can see. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to do actually 2 tests in one. We're going to fire it at some Pepsi cans, so we're going to be actually 3 tests, because we're going to be plinking, but we're also going to see on the accuracy, and we're going to see on the sound. We're going to do this from 10 meters, due to the fact that most of your pellets are shot like that, and this Colibri does not have a long distance. For one thing, again, I stress, the Colibri is not made for rifles. So what am I shooting out of? A rifle. But it is made for like a 22 Western revolver, something like that. And any gun, like, definitely not a semi-automatic. Never put this in a semi-automatic. It's not going to cycle. It could jam up. In fact, I'm not even putting it in the lever actions anymore. I was before. I tried some of it. But the problem is it's got a 20 grain bullet. That 20 grain bullet, just even with a lever action, doesn't want to cycle real well through some of them. It kind of jams. You bring your lever back. I ran into this with the CCI copper points too, because they were a 20 grain bullet. A lot of velocity, but the smaller bullet just seemed like it jammed up. I mean, not critically, but enough that you could feel it when you were bringing the lever back. But that's another subject. What we're talking about right now is, what does the sound like between a regular pellet and this Colibri, and also how it shoots. So let's go up to the 10 meter mark and we'll fire a couple of rounds here. As I said, we're here at the 10 meter mark, and I've got you right beside me because I want you to hear how it sounds. And we're going to take safety off here, and we're going to fire the Colibri first, and we're going to shoot it at the left can. So let's see what happens. I hit the can, didn't even knock it over. Now we're going to take the pellet. Wasn't much noise either, was there? Okay, take safety off, and we'll see what this does. Well, actually, the sound was about the same, but the impact was much more. So let's go get those cans, and I marked them on the bottom, by the way. Picked up the cans, and as I said, I marked them, as you might see here on the bottom. I got a C here, and I got a P here for pellet. Accuracy-wise, and of course, we're shooting 2 different guns, so I'm not going to definitely say on that, but pellet, it hit way up here, and it came out back here, as you can see. Well, the Colibri also came out the back. There's the back, and it hit. So accuracy wise, the Colibri was they're about the same noise. So you can see right now the Colibri is about the same noise as a pellet, but you know, we're going to try a couple of more rounds. The reason being is I'm going to give them both a second chance on this and see what we got, and especially this one, because you know, with pellets you could have a flyer. You can have a flyer even on the 22, especially this Colibri stuff. But we're going to shoot them again in same cans and see if there's any improvement. Okay, again, we are at the 10 meter mark. You're right alongside me here. Take safety off. We're going to shoot the Colibri again first. I put up the cans the same way, so we'll see what we got here. Now we're going to shoot the pellet. Take safety off. Okay, neither one of them went over, so I bet the pellet and the bullet both went through there. So now we're going to take another look. And I'm glad we actually shot that second round. There's a couple of reasons. One is, I mean, I definitely can see the Colibri is going to pretty much put it in a grouping because there's 2 rounds there, as you can see, and both went through also. And if you hit them in the middle like that with a pellet or whatever, they usually don't knock them over. With this one, you noticed it didn't get knocked over, and the shot was much closer to the bullseye area. It was right over here. Still a little off, but a little bit more accurate. I aimed it a little bit differently. But you can tell by the noise, there is not, I should say, sound, because there's not really any noise to it. It is just a sound. It's both of them sound like a pellet gun. To me, the loudness, but I do have problems with my right ear, sounded about the same. And I got okay over here, so I'm still getting a bit of a sound on both of them. And to me, the Colibri and the pellet, as far as the way it hits and everything else, it's just about equal. So if you want to fire a round of 22 ammo out of a gun that's going to be like a pellet, the same sound, the same, to me, the same velocity really, because the Colibri is a very, very low velocity. I think it's only like 400 feet per second. In a lot of your pellet guns, that's one reason I use this Umarex, because it's a multi-pump, and I did not go full bore on it. I just strictly went 4 pumps, and that was probably around 400 feet per second. And with that, they were pretty much equal, so we were able to get the sound level. Although I do not have one of them fancy sound meters, I think you can tell just by the listening, especially in this case. It, if one was extremely louder than the other, you would know. With this, I really couldn't tell the difference. I'm not sure about you, but I couldn't. Shooting wise, pellets, I would say the Colibri will probably outshoot the pellet. And probably not some of them. Like if I would go to say a Gamma Swarm or something of that sort, where you're looking at a good 1,000 feet per second, no, that may outshoot the Colibri. That we're not comparing today. But anyway, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to take the Colibri and the pellet, see on sound, and also see on accuracy and how it was on plinking, and I would say they're just about dead even. Sorry about the noise. There's no wind today to blow it that way, so the highway noise is coming over. We got a highway down over here. Safe distance, don't worry, plus we're shooting that way, so don't worry about it. We are within legal limits of where we're at. We're back here in the woods. It's just that it's that noisy. But anyway, that's what we wanted to do. In fact, they had more volume than what our Colibri and our pellets had. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.